UFC! 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 Yes, sir!
Yo!
Remember I was talking about who's the champion?
Yep.
Well, it's not me this time. It's Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez.
I didn't know.
Well, now you know. Ah! All right, did you know that back in '97, I could have been fighting? So I'd have
You're like
been
30 pounds heavier than I am.
So, I'm just fighting. I'm Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez.
Hold on. How could we have fought if you were a different weight class?
Because I got sticked. S-E-S-E-S-E-S-E-S-E-S-E.
We got a lively show today. We got my man Bootleg Wayne's in the house. We got EJ, Smitty Barnes. We got Allie and Yizzo. And we got special guest, Mr. Cousin of Lou. Purple yellow,
Kobe Bean Bryant, the Mamba, who told me in 1991 he was going to be the greatest basketball player ever. He was one championship away to make that claim. The hardest one, the flyest one, Grand Crib, freedom! I'm your host, Coltrane.
Sweet. We got a real special guest today. You know, straight from Townsend, Maryland. Originally played at Townsend Catholic. You know, this is the place where Melo played. You know, Dante Green. Then he played at TCU, Texas Christian. We got my man Sharif Cox. He's also the son of Chubby Cox. Also the cousin of Kobe Bean Bryant. Keeping our tradition. With the purple and gold.
We supposed to rock a Kobe throwback, the 8. We supposed to rock the 8 today.
Yeah, I could get my hands on that, man. But look, before we get into Sharif, he has a lot to talk about. As we call him Reef Dog. We're gonna go to my man EJ with the sports recap.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're now in tune to the stereo surround sound of the #1 sports show on the internet, Sports Enthusiasm. And we starting off with the Sweet 16, reduced to the Final 8, reduced to the Final 4. Surprise, surprise, Butler back at you, shocking it for the mid-majors. Butler and VCU. A lot of the #1 boys went down. Down goes Kansas, down goes Duke. It ain't about your reputation, it's about how you ball on that day. Final 4, UConn, Kentucky, Butler, VCU. I'm rocking with the #1 player in the nation, Kemba Walker. Yeah, UConn. I think they're gonna do it. Anyway, baseball. #1 champs, the Giants. Unfortunately, they beat the Phillies last year. They the #1 champs. We started it off. Will they repeat? I don't know. Strong pitching. Pitching always beats offense. You gotta look for the Phillies. 4 horsemen in the house. Yankees, Red Sox, St. Louis. That's about it. They the teams that got a definite chance to win. But as always, I'm a Philadelphia guy, so I'm rocking with the Phillies. Football, strike. Hey, millionaires, billionaires. I can't really call it. The man that's going to suffer is the boy selling the peanuts. The boy selling the drinks. The one doing the parking. And the fans. What will people do on Sundays? Maybe go back to church? Ha! Imagine that. Draft. Weaver. I don't know. What y'all think about the slavery comment? I think maybe if you are owned by an owner, you play on a field, and you are considered property of another man, maybe the slavery comment has some substance to it after all. Hockey. Penguins. Lost Malkin, one of the best players in the world. Lost Crosby, maybe the best hockey player in the world, and they're still 2 points behind the Flyers. Washington Capitals, Ovechkin, he ain't in the house, but they still 2 points behind the Flyers. Will the Flyers finish on top? I don't know. Red Wings Stanley Cup? Maybe. Vancouver Canucks? I don't know. I'm rocking with the Flyers. Soccer. Football. That's what they call it all around the world. The Union, Philly's own soccer team, 2-0. Worldwide, you got Man U, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, doing their thing all around the world. The world's #1 most popular sport. Basketball playoffs. You talking playoffs? Will the Sixers make the playoffs? Looks like it. But guess what? Lou Williams and the boys decided to go see Weezy the night before the game. Came out lethargic against the Kings. Lost the game. I don't know. The Knicks ain't gonna catch him. The Carmelo trade is not working out right. D Rose, future MVP, may be the MVP this year. #1 seed Chicago Bulls. Will they do it? Sixers look like they playing the Heat. I love the matchup with the Sixers against the Heat because I think LeBron and Wade might choke under the pressure. That's all. Sports enthusiasm in the house. Chief Rocker, EJ 97.5. And don't forget, this Sunday, live from Atlanta, the showcase of the Immortals, WrestleMania. Sports enthusiasm. Peace.
I think you might need the battery.
Put you in the home and make it like plush and get it. Welcome back to Sports Enthusiasm. I'm your host, Coltrane, alongside with my man, Reef, aka Sharif Cox. Come from a long line of history, rich history, a basketball lineage. Reef, step up to the mic, man. Why don't you tell the people, where you come from, your peoples, and all that kind of stuff, man.
Basically, in the family, everybody plays ball. It all started with my grandfather, John Cox. He basically played professional football, played baseball in the Negro Leagues. He also played basketball. He was like basically the first person in our family that was really involved in sports.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you getting educated today. Yeah. I ain't know that either.
And then basically my grandmother as well, since I was young, she could palm a basketball. She had big hands.
Wow.
From the game. Like, it's just everybody in my family, like if you ask her about sports right to this day, she knows everybody, has opinions, and very knowledgeable about the game.
Y'all wonder where Kobe get that work ethic from. Go ahead.
Then after that, you can talk about my father, which is Kobe's uncle. Basically, he's played ball here locally at Roxborough High School.
Legend.
Chubby Cox.
Don't downplay it.
Which is Wikipedia. All this stuff is documented, by the way, but go ahead.
Played at Villanova.
Legend.
Transferred from Villanova, went to San Francisco.
And played with who?
Bill Cartwright.
Right.
Went from Boyne and a couple other guys, Sam Jones. But during that time, they were the #1 team in the country. You know what I mean? So they, back then, they were #1 team in the country, basically, you know what I'm saying, throughout the year. After that, of course, everybody knows about my cousin Kobe, greatest player on the earth.
You can't skip over yourself.
I also played ball. I played at Texas Christian. Like I said, I went to Towson Catholic. So me and Cole, we had a lot of battles back in the day.
Oh, before you give him the meat, we're gonna keep the cold vibe going. We're gonna go to Sneaker Fiend after these messages. Bootleg Wizzy!
What's going on this day, y'all? Keep the average man and all his friends up here on YachtyBox.com because you know why? Smitty said so. It's just all right.
Purple, yellow, purple, yellow, purple, yellow, purple, yellow. Yeah, in the tradition of the purple and gold, we're gonna keep it gangster. In this episode of Sneaker Fiend, we're gonna concentrate on Kobe Bean Bryant. Now, Kobe Bean Bryant came out the gate in 1996, had a sneaker deal right from the shoot. He had the EQT. 1996, he moved up to the KB8. Well, some people might be familiar because these were all Adidas. KB82, then the KB83. Then came the controversial design of the Kobe. Now, I know what you're thinking now, this sneaker's hot. Back then, nobody thought that. This is truly a shoe that was ahead of its time, as far as in materials and design. Now, if you look at this shoe, taking off, and I'm going to tell you, because a lot of Air Jordans was based on cars and favorite things that Michael Jordan liked, this shoe was based on the Audi TT. Now, from knowing somewhat of Kobe Bryant's family, I thought he drove BMWs, but if he had an affinity for the Audi brand, I can respect that because I like Audis. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the new 88. But this is based off of the Audi TT. And the material was very, very unique for its time. Very shocking display. A lot of people didn't big up on it, but I guarantee you, if a shoe like this came out now, this material, it would look something like this. That's right, people. Nike's using the material about a decade later. It's showing up in a lot of shoes. Designs like this is more commonplace. This is your episode of Sneaker Fiend. You know, your history fiends. Yo, welcome back to Sports Enthusiasm. We here with Sharif Cox. Sharif was talking about the lineage of your family, you know, the basketball lineage.
Yeah, also my brother John Cox, he's the 6th all-time scorer in public league history. He took his skills to San Francisco.
Okay.
Led them into conference, in the conference in scoring his junior, senior year. And currently, you know, he's overseas playing in France. He made an all-star team. He's been over there like 6-7 years now.
So y'all just breeding pros over there.
We try to. You know,
Yeah.
We try.
Reef, why don't you shed some light on this misconception that's out there about your first cousin Kobe Bryant, who talks about you dearly every time he goes back to Philly, Tustin Playground, which is in West Philadelphia, and talk about the battles between you two on the basketball court, how you pushing you. It's a misconception here outside of Philly that Kobe's not from Philadelphia. When he lived in a county within an 8-block radius from the city of Philadelphia in Lower Merion, not to mention, as I mentioned, he played in Philadelphia a lot, coming over on your street, the street I lived on, and played with you guys in Tustin. Why don't you shed some light on that to the people?
Yeah, where Cole lived at, although it was in the burbs, it was probably like maybe 2 miles separated. You know what I mean? It was right over the suburb line in Lower Merion. People don't realize how close it is to West Philly. So we was going back and forth, basically going over in Lower Merion, playing at Court Ardmore, and then just going to Tustin right at 60th and Columbia.
Sacred ground.
Sacred ground.
Right where Wilt Chamberlain played at.
Yep.
Basically had the best of like both worlds. You get the like city ball as well as like the, you know, working on your skills, your fundamentals over there in the county. So we just be playing all day, going back and forth.
So him not being a Philly guy is a total misconception.
Yeah, total.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes of the people in your family. Who added what to his game, and how did they influence his game? And when did you see the lights come on as far as determination?
One thing you want, like Kobe can like look at something real quick and take it from it, basically. So I mean, Kobe's game is just like bits and pieces from everybody.
It's like an iPhone.
Yeah, exactly.
Download application.
Yeah, or with that character from the X-Men, you just touch you and just take your skill, whatever. But the thing about Kobe, his work ethic is amazing. Like no one works like him at all. Like that's all he thinks about all day, every day.
How young?
Since I've known him, to be totally honest with you, like, you know what I mean, Bert, you know what I mean, it sounds funny, like, as soon as he started getting touching ball, 2 years old, you know what I mean, it was just all about ball, and he took it way more serious, like he was a pro, was looking at his dad.
You guys were going swimming, he was playing basketball.
When we swam, but I mean, like, as far as diving, like, do your process, the way we took things, like, you know what I mean, just you know what I mean, try to perfect everything, you know what I mean, that whole attitude.
Yo, we really appreciate you coming through. We know that, you know, there's a certain code that the family goes by. They don't speak on this much. This is why you get the premiere. This is a first time thing, man. We really appreciate it. Sharif.
My pleasure.
Love to have you back. Sports Enthusiasm. I'm crying. I can't believe this. I hate you.
Don't hate me. I don't know what to say. I mean, you knew that I follow him.
You love? We are Celtic fans. True and blue. Boston, Gotten, Matt Damon,
I know, but
Ben Affleck.
I'm from Texas.
You're from Texas? I've been wearing this Ron Mercer jersey for 5 years. It symbolizes the day we met in 1997. We are Boston fans. Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, who by the way is on NBA TV doing a great job.
I know, but Kendra's going to Oklahoma City, so am I. I mean, I told you this from when we met.
We've been married for 5 years. We've been together for over 10 years. I have a job. We have kids. What do you mean you're going to Oklahoma City?
I gotta go to Oklahoma
Because
City.
of Kendrick Perkins?
Yeah.
He's been hurt all year. Granted, we would have won the title if he didn't get hurt.
Come on, it's Perkins. I have to go. If he goes to Oklahoma, so am I. I thought you knew this.
We're
Like,
gonna
I
do a
told you
divorce
this.
over Kendrick Perkins? Not Kevin Garnett? Not Ray Allen, but Kendrick Perkins?
And when we went to Pre-Cana, I looked right at you and told you that wherever Kendrick Perkins goes, so do I. I thought you got that.
I just bought The Fighter on Blu-ray.
It's
It's your boy Sheed on Sports Enthusiasm. Today's topic, men don't do that. You know, when you're watching the game, there's certain man violations that your homies may do. So I'm here to check them. Number 1, no bringing your girl to watch the game at your homie's crib unless it's Serena Williams or she is a sports fanatic. Nobody wants to see you and your girl sitting there while they're watching the game. Now, if you don't bring your girl, that don't mean you can sit there and talk to her on the phone while everybody else watching the game. Men don't do that. We don't want to sit and listen to you and your girl talking on the phone. Don't come to somebody's crib empty-handed. Men don't do that. Your personality is not more enjoyable than a six-pack. Now, if you bring a six-pack, don't bring no coolers or Mike's Hard Lemonade. Men don't do that. You shouldn't want Mike's Hard anything anyway. Now, when you drinking beer, no lemon and limes, no grenadine. Men don't do that. Just drink the beer. If you're going to bring food, or if you're going to have food, and that's have food, not serve food. If you have food, none that requires a fork and a knife. Men don't do that. We need finger food only. Save the entrees for your dates. Now, there's no welching on bets. Men don't do that. Once the final score is up, pay your money. Your team is losers. You don't want to be one too. Now, there's no butt slapping celebrations. Men don't do that. You save that for the guys playing the game. And I don't even understand why they do it. I always thought high fives was cool, but okay. Now, if you're sitting on somebody's couch, keep your hands out your pants. Men don't do that. Pocketball is not a spectator sport. And last but not least, unless you're watching the WNBA or lingerie football, no move or play is sexy. Men don't do that. It's sports. Let's keep it like that. It's your boy Sheed. That's Sports Enthusiasm.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're now in tune to the stereo surround sound of the #1 sports talk show on cable. It's called Sports Enthusiasm. And me and my man Philly Billy is here talking to you about the puck stops here, baby. Bang, bang, pow, pow. How you doing? Philly Billy getting ready to break it down to you about the top playoff moments in hockey history. Let him have it, Billy.
Hey, we rocking down just some of the recent stuff. We're talking playoffs.
Playoffs? Playoffs?
We're always talking playoffs. It's playoff season, and hey, we got to talk about some of them playoff demons like Mr. Mark Messier.
The man who told him it was going to get done and showed and proved.
Absolutely, baby. 1994, Flowertown's own Mikey Richter. A huge battle, bang, bang, pow, pow, between the rookie Marty Brodeur and Mr. Richter. 7 games, drawn out, slap down, smack your mouth hockey.
Tell the people, they may not be as knowledgeable about hockey as you. What teams were playing?
Oh, you had the New Jersey Devils, Marty Brodeur, rookie, beautiful team there. Hey, and then you had Mikey Richter and the Rangers coming in, smacking each other 7 games, hardcore, only to see Marty Brodeur go down to 7 games. He was on his way to win Rookie of the Year.
Yes, sir.
And then the Rangers traveled on to go stomp on Pavel and the Canucks in 5 over in the cup.
And who was the dude that told him it was going to get done?
Hey, Mark Messier said, New York, it's a wrap. Cup's coming here, baby. And I'll tell you what, you want to talk about cup runs, baby. Oh, how about Mr. Primo? Mr. Primo?
Who?
Mr. Keith Primo.
Who?
Mr. Keith Primo.
And what team did he play for?
Oh, the Philadelphia Flyers, baby. And I'll tell you what, that 03-04, the playoffs right before the strike season, what a grueling, woo, Preems. Oh my God, the 6 goals, 3 assists in 6 games against the Devils. You're talking 5 OTs, and what happened? He shoots.
5 OTs, and he shoots.
He scores, baby, against the Pens. Ooh, only to get upstage.
5 overtimes.
Only to get upstage by Tampa Bay, but that game 6, baby. That game 6
was great.
Oh, and once again, Mr. Keith Primo puts that puck in the net, minute 48, and then we travel on to overtime where Mr. Simone Gagne goes and lights that lamp, and hey, game 7 comes. Only to go, Hulk Hogan's ripping his shirt off, the daughter's singing the national anthem, and Tampa Bay's walking away with that cup victory.
And I got a big problem with that. When a team from a city that it never snows and it's never cold, but they win a hockey championship. That was very upsetting to me, Philly.
More upsetting to me watching that game.
How can you win a hockey title and be from Florida? They never have ice in Florida. It never snows in Florida. How do you even have a hockey team in Tampa Bay, Philly?
And it is what it is. We just gotta suck it up and live with it, baby. My man
That's what we do
EJ.
here, Philly. We suck it up and we live with it.
We're gonna talk about some other bad boys. Hey, how about that Sakic-Forsberg tandem that helped our man,
Colorado Avalanche?
that's right, baby boy, with Mr. Patrick Waugh.
Who may be the greatest goalie in history.
Possibly.
Between him, Brodeur, and Bernie Perrin.
Absolutely.
All French Canadians.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, Ray Bork, you deserved that cup, baby. Yes, you did. And you had the right tandem to help you out with a goaltender that just shuts it down.
Billy, who may be the greatest hockey captain in history? Does he play for Hockey Town? Does he play in the Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis Arena?
My man EJ breaking it down, the greatest captain of all time, as ranked by every professional. Mr. Steve Yzerman, bringing it in, the Russian Five, the first one, over in '97, Fedorov, Fetisov, Kozlov, Larionov, and Mr. Konstantinov, who,
all them Russians and no Ivan Koloff.
And we're really sorry about that accident, but they put him out, brought Moranov in '98, and hey, those two teams with Knuble, Lidstrom, and Shanahan turned out to sweep both cups from our Philadelphia Flyers and the Washington Capitals.
Swept the cups. This is the Puck Stops Here. Billy, EJ, we in the house, breaking down historical hockey for you on cable, on Sports Enthusiasm, and see you next week.
Bang, bang, pow, pow.
What's up, everybody? The Sports Enthusiasm is Bootleg Wayne. I got a couple joints for you. This Mixtape Mondays. This is the start of the first segment. Y'all need to see me a little bit more. Y'all really do. I got two joints for you, though. I got the Soul Tape by Fabulous. When I heard it first, I was like, it's supposed to be the Soul Tape. I'm supposed to hear soul music, some good music. Everybody, y'all supposed to hear some good music, some good soul music. This is what I'm trying to put y'all on to. But it's really not soul music. I don't hear soul beats going on in the background, none of that. None of that. Fabulous, he's not one of my favorite rappers, but he can rap over pretty much any beat. He's a very good rhymer, like he's very good, but it's not soul beats. Next that, Prodigy is back. He's back. I was waiting for him. I'm waiting to see what he can do. So we got the return of Mobb Deep, the new mixtape that just came out this past week. And it's impressive. I gotta say it's impressive. Like, it's some good tracks on there. It's some throw together stuff on there too. But obviously Havoc has been holding some beats because he's been waiting for Prodigy to come home. Prodigy's home. It seems like he's been honing his skills and it looks like it's on. I can't wait. Mobb Deep's one of my favorites and I can't front. This is Bootleg Wayne, Sports Enthusiasm. Get it right.
Yo, this EJ in the house with my man Philly Billy, and we here to talk about the show called what?
The Puck Stops Here, baby. Bang, bang, pow, pow.
The puck stops here, like the ultimate goalie without the pass. It's me and Philly Billy. We in the house to tell you about the 2011 playoffs. You talk about playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs, man. What's going on here, man? Now, we came in cold, but we're starting to get hot. We're getting revved up. Hey, Carter's on the board already tonight. Hey, no surprise. Man likes to shoot. I wish our boy Claude Giroux could do some of that too, baby. It's nice to pass, but it's also nice to shoot. You shoot the puck and what happens?
You score.
Exactly.
Put the puck on the net. The Rangers put the puck on the net, and that's why they coming back against the Capitals. I like Ovechkin. I think he's the best player in the world, and I think you need to watch out for Washington. But I'm sure the NHL would love a hot team in New York to push the ratings up on television.
I agree 100%, man. You know, it's been a long time since they were able to rock it out there in New York. Mike Richter, 1994. You're going back.
Town zone.
That's right, baby. Richter,
From
Junior Flyers. How we doing?
Yes,
you know? And you know what? I'll tell you this much. They ain't got much going on Long Island. I'll tell you that. So,
Not
you know,
much on Long Island.
Absolutely not.
Hey, you ever been to Hockey Town? Eminem's hometown, 8 Mile Road, Detroit? Hockey Town, USA. Detroit Red Wings, always in the house at Joe Louis Arena. I don't know. The Predators might get them this year. What you think?
The Predators are coming out tough. Nobody expected them to be where they were this year. They just keep surprising. Hey, Detroit's having a good run. They do. You know, it's Detroit wacky tail, like you said. But hey, you know what? Madonna and them boys are getting up there. Could be their last shot. Watch out for them Predators. They're being predatory.
Being predatorial. Chicago Blackhawks, defending Stanley Cup champs, they still in the house, but because we from Philly and rocking what we wear, we rocking with the Flyers. Let's go Flyers!
Bang, bang, pow, pow, baby.
EJ, Philly Billy, the puck stops here.
Yeah, you know, I'm pulling up my tongue. They say that's what the holes are for. Yo, welcome back to Sports Enthusiasm. It's your boy Sleep. We got Bootleg Wayne over there. You know what I'm saying? We're chilling in Rand's crib.
What's going on, Rand? How you doing, baby?
What's up, man?
It's just another day in the neighborhood.
Oh, Rand's around?
Oh, yeah.
You know why we in Rand's crib, what that means? Freedom! No cold train. Couch is kind of cold. Bootleg Wayne, what's going on, man? The Lakers got outed. Who you got coming out the East, man?
Sad to say, I might have to say Miami, man. I don't know.
Miami coming out?
I might have to say Miami. Boston is still there, but I might have to say Miami. Boston looking real old, man. I don't even know what's going on right now, but I might have to say Miami. I didn't want to say it, but I had Boston and LA. I ain't gonna front, but right now I got Dallas coming out, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know, it's a tough one, man. The athleticism of Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Eric Spoelstra with his defensive schemes and the trapping, man. It's a serious situation over there. It's going to be either one of them two because Chicago's not going to be able to compete with the one-man offense with those two, man.
And you know what too, with Derrick Rose, like he does everything. He does everything for them, man. Like they stand there and watch him in awe. The referees, the other team, like everybody stands there and just watches what Derrick Rose is going to do. That's why I really don't have them coming out. He's official. He's definitely the MVP
so
of the year.
How do you criticize my man from Oklahoma City, but you don't criticize Derrick Rose? Like that's what's in the media for taking him. He took 30 shots.
Oh, Westbrook?
Yeah.
Westbrook needs to sit down. He threw them out the game the other day, man. Totally threw them out the game.
You gotta come out the West.
Out the West, I said Dallas. I gotta say Dallas. I got Dallas.
Down.
Because they play defense now, E. They play defense now. Finally. Mark Cuban has been trying to get so many scorers forever. Finally, they playing some defense.
Mark Cuban from the Shark Tank?
Yes.
From Entourage?
Yes.
That Mark Cuban? I like Mark Cuban.
Somebody stepped up and said
he smiles when he likes it. Then he goes, I like that, and I'll partner with you. I like that. But there's a big bad wolf in the West called Memphis. And if Memphis gets past Oklahoma City because of Westbrook,
for the finals,
Dallas cannot match up with them.
The finals,
and you're going to see, if they get past Oklahoma City, Memphis is going to be in the finals.
Zach is balling. I ain't going front. Zach is definitely balling.
Speaking of big bad wolves, and this has really nothing to do with St. Joe's because I can't even think of their mascot, which I think is a hawk or some type of bird. Let's go to my St. Joe's alumni who's developed a very unique sport in the city of Philadelphia. It ain't quite skateboarding, it ain't quite scootering, it ain't quite sober, but it's very enthusiastic.
Marty McFly? I didn't even mean for you to come back to me, but I was just saying, is it Marty McFly?
Please cut.
No.
It always feels like somebody's watching me.
5.5 million worldwide, logging on live to see the trade files. YATIBox.com.
It always feels like somebody's watching me.
Go. Check it out, Philly Cam, Sports Enthusiasm, St. Joe's. Yeah, baby, we do it big.